Oh, shit. Well, that ruins the dramatic entrance. How are we doing there, ladies and gentlemen? 1:50 PM, what? I don't know what's going on with the times. Just whatever time it is now, then we'll go with that. You've not had to wait long, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. How you doing there? Anna, Reinhard, Menasphere, I like that name. Josh, Braden, good luck with the World War One. Alexander, my good friend there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play Steel Division 2 again at some point in that. Really try and further develop the Hungarian division. The, like, superior division in one stall. How you doing there, AT, Icy, and Evoken? Keefy. Keefy, good to have you. Okay. Yeah, I've been out all day today and that, so I'm a little bit unprepared at this moment in time. Just gonna get this save downloaded and we'll go ahead and go through with it. I think what the plan's going to be is I'm going to stream, I think maybe about an hour or so of this game. And then I do believe I have the Admiral Dadman replay as well. I'm pretty damn sure it's a correct save, so we can do that one afterwards perhaps, actually. But I will have to create a new stream. Maybe give it a little bit of time for people to actually recognise it's a different game beforehand. Well, we'll decide on that, see what time it is when we get around there. Okay, how is everybody doing today, by the way? Do hope you're well. It's been a fun, was it 12, 13 days? Who knows? Who knows? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, this is it. Life does come first. So all of those of you who wear glasses, you'll know what I mean when I say this. Like, you know when you get a bit of dust on your glasses, and then you have to try and find your bloody cloth, and you're like, oh god, where's it gone now? They're not bloody gold dust, these things. Ah, there we go. Yep, and it's so typical that's made it worse. God's sakes. Yeah, before life, indeed. Well, probably so. Okay. So I'll just be a second. Right, there we go. I don't know what Lazisk is, but I'm hoping for the best, whatever that is. I don't even know where to begin with saying what that is. But here we go. We'll get going in just a second. There we go. So, ooh, oh, laser, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I've considered that. How you doing there, Carl? Good to have you, my friend. So we're going to go in here then. I suppose we're not doing too bad on time. I did say about a 10-minute wait, but no, we're good. Ex-Chachi must have a horrible death and came home. I'd love to know. I really would love to know what his initial reaction was to the fall of Hengyang. I know there's going to be the bloody calls like saying, oh, this is to do with the paratroopers. It really is not. But we'll see. You know how I deal with dust in my glasses? Yeah, I don't. Oh, God. I can't stand people that you can see it from a mile away. You're like, oh. God damn. I mean, Christ, when they drive, they must be like swerving to avoid all the dust specks. Okay. The date is the 18th of February. Let's see what we have before us. Right, okay, so we actually do occupy the island there of Abe Mama, I believe it is, Abe Mama. That's nice. And it's handy, because obviously there's no garrison on that island, but it's always good to make it our own base. It means he can't actually land anything there. So we do see the continual problem of the submarines operating just outside Kendari. Now we do have tankers inbound to Kendari in the near future as well, so it's one of those of where we do have to run something of a gauntlet here, but we do... I think we have a couple mines over here, so there's every little bit of chance that he might run into one of those mines, ideally. Yeah, oh god, I got sandblasted by the rain today in Manchester. That was a delightfully cold experience. But hey, that's life. You've got to get out of bed every now and then and just, like, experience, like, awful weather, just the cold and the rain and the wind, just, I don't know, just so you feel the experience again, you know. Okay, so we do actually see submarines just off the coast of Brunei there. How you doing there, Freddy? Good to have you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. You've entered in at the right time when we actually have things going on. So it doesn't look like we're going to have a particularly long night phase here. Seems to be having a little bit of a field day there. Oh, I'm playing it in windowed mode, aren't I? I was thinking, like, normally that doesn't happen. I can put it back into full screen mode afterwards. Right, okay. Ah. Well, that's pretty nice there. So, these are the Harbour Defence Motor Launchers over here then. So, I really do hope these guys are from Palembang, but I don't know if they're from Palembang. I'm sure we... I don't know. I don't think we have much in the way of naval search here, so we might have actually missed them. But either way, we actually do torpedo one of them, so that's quite nice. Then a pain. Yeah, it's half my being hit. Yeah, I'll have to open the game up in full screen mode, but then again, it is what it is. But we have our battleships over here bombarding. Let me see, if I put it like that, it should be okay. Kinda. Yeah, the screen tone over here is just from the animations. It's due to me opening it up in windowed mode. Normally I open this up in full screen mode. Don't shoot your tank. Right, so we can speed this up and see what the actual results are. You know, I don't actually think I can click the button. I think the button's actually higher than what it actually is. I should have opened up in full screen. God damn it. Why do I do this to myself? Okay. It's a good job we don't have a large bombardment. Either way, we do have Yamashita opening up here. Now, it is quite worrying due to the nature of the submarines around Ambon, but they don't seem to be particularly successful. I believe our Ki-48 have been doing a fairly good job. Of course, we do have the escorts as well. But it's one of these of, the last thing we'd want is a torpedo into one of these battleships over here. So I think we'll have to, I'm considering having them withdrawn in the near future, Yeah, screen tire. Okay, here we go. So we're actually doing for some pretty good hits there, actually. 262 over there, 6 destroyed, 5 disabled, 8 non-combatant destroyed, 18 disabled, 1 disabled over there. So that was a pretty good result there. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The level of Moonlight isn't fantastic, so it will increase in the near future. But that was pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, if we get to... Oh, God, yeah. If it gets to that, then I'll just close the game and reopen it. In fact, I'll do it now, then we're not faffing around, are we? So just give me a moment here. I should have done that from the start. We'll just fast forward it to actually get to where we want. It'll not take 2 moments. But yeah, you did worry me there with the idea of watching the Changsha bombardment in full. I remember the first time I actually looked at one of the Pacific turns, and this was turn 1, by the way, that I was looking... Well, turn 0 into turn 1 that I was looking at. And I didn't realise you could press, like, the escape key to speed things up. So, yeah, you can imagine how it was to watch the entire first turn in excruciating detail. That was a superb amount of fun. So, we'll get through this one pretty quick. It'll not take too long. There we go, speed things up. At least we get to see the turn again and see if we miss anything that we previously might have. But the game also will be a lot more... Well, the animations will be fine in this mode. So, Raval. We still don't know where the Americans are in terms of the aircraft carriers. We did see them in the south, but as time goes by, their positioning could be further. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they might be at Melbourne. How you doing there, Richard? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, I feel like Melbourne would be just... It's just a really nice location for his carriers if he was to even... If he's in that area, then I think it might be like Melbourne, perhaps. But who knows? He might have turned around and actually gone in the opposite direction. I think it'd be really weird to go all that way and then go back, but it is something that could happen. But my bet's on Melbourne at the moment. He might be... I mean, we've considered this in the past, like, is he moving to the Indian Ocean? Well, basically to the area near Timor. So it's one of those if he might do something like that, but it's a long way to go. But I think this would be the area that I'd be looking towards threatening. Which is why I'm a little bit... I'm really starting to wonder when we pull out the battleships from the Ambon bombardment. Oh, it flies even in this one here. Must be just an actual issue with the HDMLs when they are torpedoed. Yeah, I would like to bring the battleships to bombard Wankau. I do have something in mind in the future as well. I was discussing it the other day with Infinite Monkey. Our objective in the next 3 months is going to be the siege of Fiji, really. Depending on what happens. Small boats don't like big torpedoes, yeah. To be honest, it'd be quite interesting to try... I don't know, could you actually torpedo one of those boats? I imagine you could, surely. I mean, you could probably manage it, I guess. Who knows? Oh dear. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens near Midway. Right, 023 over here. Now that is what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, we actually do land a hit over here. We should have actually taken a look at that. But that's actually quite rare. That's actually quite rare. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, it's just the risk of the submarines over here. They only have to get lucky once. I do need to... Ooh, internal explosion. No. Ho ho ho! The destroyer Hayate has actually landed some actual effective hits over here. Now this is it. This is good. This is finally when we do punish him. She's forced to service. Yep, there we go. That is one dead submarine. That's a very nice kill there. She does continue to fire torpedoes, but she's more or less dead here. Looks like we even do see the submarine open up with her own deck gun. But no, she's definitely outgunned here. Yeah, there you go. And she is destroyed there. So that is actually very fortunate and quite surprising, actually. Quite surprising. That was actually quite a bit of luck there. But that's well done there. That is a submarine. I think, I don't know, is that the only submarine that we've ever confirmed as being sunk? Have we ever destroyed a submarine on the surface before in that? Well, have we ever forced one to surface like that before? I'm not so sure. Yeah, but that was nice to take out, especially as Kandari's been consistently threatened by those sorts of submarine attacks. So, we're looking to see if anything happens. Hello. Right, balance cycle to the crew, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, it's one of these. It feels good to finally have that. Would have been nice had we had it earlier. But what do we have here then? So it looks like we have our 2 patrol boats over here and a allied PG, which, yeah, not great. So we do evade combat here. So he had the AM Tanager. Okay, that's interesting. 3 patrol boats? The AMs, I mean, they do have guns, but we also have guns on these guys. It's perhaps the, I don't know. It could be potentially the most ferocious firefight we've ever experienced. Okay, we take a hit. That's not good. God damn, I hate these things. Yeah, we do hit back. Oh, this is ridiculous. God damn, we are taking hits though. The AM Tanager is not doing bad here. I might end up losing an actual patrol boat here. Well, okay, I'll hand him that one. That was rather amusing. I suppose we hand him that one. Sometimes engagements are quite amusing, but that sort of engagement there is kind of crackers. Okay, so we do see additional submarines over in this area. Would be nice to have that repeated, the success from before. It seems they're detonating above. But we do have some near misses there. Near miss, near miss. I believe the ones with the asterisks actually do have a chance to cause some sort of damage. We lose contact. There we go. Yeah, most a decisive fight. Well, I think it's probably the only surface battle we've seen for some while, actually. I also reported there. And looking out for reports near Midway, we do know there were ships out that way. Plenty of allied submarines are there. Apparently there's allied submarines near Bal, or ships near Bal, sorry. Submarines. Oh, right, okay, so we do have a report there. So, let's see. The Glen reports 5 ships there. Speed 19, moving northwest. Interesting. Okay, we do have sweep over here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in China, actually. We do have a larger bombing raid coming in over here at Singapore. I mean, it's far too late, but it's better late than never. We are going to be looking towards actually bringing additional forces out here. We may even be able to bring out the 38th Division from China. That would be nice. I think we do have additional bombers over here that I can have sent in tomorrow. So speed that up. Okay, yeah, a couple hits on the actual runway there. Few aircraft damaged. Additional ones coming in here. Speed that up. Yeah. Now, it will be interesting to see what happens over here at Bataan. Will he bombard? 2 damage. A few hits on the runway there. Some IDAs. Not EDAs. Okay, we are bombing the Chinese over here at Changsha. We do have bombing missions set up for all 3 bases here. I still see a movement tick over here, so... He had, what was it, about 26 in last time. I'll say movement ticks over here. There is that one there, there's the one there. Okay. It's unfortunate about that position there, but hey. Okay, so 2 squads disabled there. Scenarios coming in. 14. Yeah, we have the... less, I suppose you could say the less meaningful bombers coming in over Changsha. The K-21s will be heading over the other bases, or at least they should be. It's never good to have one going unescorted. One shot down by a flak. Right, okay, a couple more coming in over here over Changsha. Hey, doing Stein? I'm not bad, my friend. Not been home too terribly long, so it's nice to get on with the stream here, get things going. Lily's coming in. There we go. Fair amount of air activities, more than we've had for some time, actually. Hopefully we will have these sallies actually hit the bases in China. Huh. Right. Okay, operations in the PM. Supposedly 2 ships out there. That's interesting. How you doing there, NYC? Good to have you, my friend. We've just entered into the air. Okay, so we spot some ships by... Ooh, reported hit over there. You've not missed terribly much. We did sink a actual... I believe it was identified as a Dutch submarine earlier. Okay, that's good. Right, okay, so we actually do see some flying tigers over here. Really not what they would have wanted to actually run into here, to be honest. So we have Oscars and we have Zeros. Ideally, they can engage. Right, Zeros engaging from behind. Let's take down some tigers here. Declaw them, ideally. Yeah. Dive in. Now, the Oscars and Zeros should be at different altitudes, I do believe. So we do shoot down our first tiger in quite some time, actually. But this is good. This is good. Had it been actual bombers that they encountered first, this would have been rather poor. So we will still be airdropping our paratroopers, the Yokosuka 3rd SLF, to that position, to Taiyun. Ideally, that finishes this turn. Yeah, that one Flying Tiger. We do lose the Zero, but these are good aircraft. I imagine probably some of his best pilots are in here, actually. Critical hit there, we destroy another one. So far, not so bad. Would have been nice to have done this without losing a Zero. The Ki-43 Oscar Squadron some time ago did a remarkably good job at... I mean, it was really the Oscars that neutered the Flying Tigers in China. But yeah, the Zeros definitely have the capability to deliver that killing blow. So quite happy about that. Yeah, can't keep in formation, and we move over there. So that's a very successful sweep. I believe that was a sweep. Yeah, sweep there. So, Zeros at 20,000 feet. Interesting. Now, it does list the Oscars as being in there. But I don't think they actually attacked. When do we get the A6M3B? Not entirely sure. I'd have to double check on the dates there. Right, so we have Zero and Oscars there. Nice to see them sweeping at the same time, actually. Yeah, there we go. We have the bombers over there. That's what I like to see. So it's interesting to see that it's actually defending the airspace over Xiaoyang. I think that indicates quite a lot there. Right, okay, so 1 squad destroyed, 3 disabled, 2 disabled there. I unfortunately do not get a report about what is actually there. Okay, just 15 Starlings. Yeah, you can imagine had they actually encountered the Tigers, that would have been really bad news. Right, 9. Wow, okay, 98 disabled, 5 disabled. That's a pretty good result there. And again, we don't get a idea of what's actually on the ground. Starlings over there, that's good. Interesting that it shows the Oscars, but they're not actually here. 57 there, number 5, 2, so yeah, 7 disabled there, again, no information. So this is it, it's good. It reduces his AV. He's not in a great situation there, he's in a very difficult spot. We did move, well I have moved Dinas over to the Malayan area to south, to cover the area south of Rangoon anyhow. So we'll have some naval search out there, it was brought up and we did respond to that. So we'll get to see that shortly. Okay, air transport phase, aircraft landing. Sturgeon. Again, I don't know why it's playing the air attack sound. I mean, these PBs are pretty fast. Yeah, Sturgeon continues to be something of an issue out there. But I don't know why she's patrolling that particular location. You'd think, wow, hit but no explosion there. That's quite glad about that. That would have sucked actually to have had a destroyer had to go into dry dock assuming it survived. I don't imagine he's going to be very happy about that. That's definitely a meme. Right, okay, we do have our heavy cruisers bombarding once again over here at Wankal. So yeah, we'll look towards one of the BBs back in the near future. Now, I'm interested to see what might be revealed up around by Midway. Yeah, gotta love the Mark 19s. Alright. We'll speed that up. Thankfully, we do have that ability. So he will see that we're able to move here. That's actually very encouraging results there. That's quite nice. Is it the Mark 14? Sorry, Mark 14s. So I just read things. Don't worry. Yeah, it is, but we've decided to go for it. We'll take the city and then free up the actual divisions and get them ready. But we inflict 563 casualties over here, so 2 squads, 7 disabled, 2261, very nice. There we go. Now, I want to see what's going on by Midway. That would be nice. Moving into the land phase here. This is going to be an interesting one. We should have some attacks, yeah. Well, okay, 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 I didn't expect him to pull out a Changsha, but he's pulled out a Changsha. I mean, that is... It's not a move I expected, to be frank. I really don't have much in the way of words for this. I honestly just did not expect him to do it. I mean, we won't have the city today, but we'll have it tomorrow. That's... yeah. So they're forced retreat. They're cross. Yeah. I'm just quite taken aback, to be honest. 914 casualties there. Yeah, indeed, it's free real estate. There we go, that's a nice attack there. Bombardment to 1 car. I can't, yeah. Oh, it might flip. Well, we'll see. Ideally, it does flip. I mean, if it does flip, that makes our life a lot easier. I just did not expect it to pull out. I don't know. Yeah, it is indeed a race, but we have forces moving over. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. But I think the issue is I don't know. It's about getting the reinforcements there, but this is it. We can move across. We can move across the river now. Ideally, the base flips star control, but either way, we're moving across the river. So we do have the bombardment over here at Kagayan. I am moving additional forces over here to finally finish this off. The reason for this bombardment is just to try and drain his supply, really. Well, this is it, yeah. I mean, there was a call to actually attack it, but then again, it's one of these of... how could we predict he would pull out in its entirety? Right, here we go. We're finally going ahead with the attack on Loughton. Oh, that'd be quite nice if we get the force. But no, I mean, this is it. It's nice. I don't even know what to say. There we go. So they surrender. That's good. I don't know what to say, to be honest. Oh, we actually destroy 3 139s on the ground. That's very nice. Did they all surrender? They must have. Yeah, units destroyed too. That's good news. Good turn so far, then. Good turn so far for the actual attacks. Nothing over here. Surprising how much AV they have. I always look to see if we actually destroy any aircraft, just on the off chance. Right, so we have our shock attack over here to Jostleton to take this base, then we'll move on here. So we'll hear another lovely, lovely Banzai. And they surrender. That's what I like to see there. Yeah, that's very nice, actually. Just destroys the unit outright. Very happy about that. So, right, okay, so he's going to continue to bombard Bataan. He's welcome to do it. He's probably going to be looking towards potentially a deliberate attack, but the thing is, he's going to cause us casualties, but he's using supply doing this. I really don't mind it. If anything, it accelerates the situation. I mean, it's not nice losing like this, but it's accelerating the situation there, and I'm okay with that. So we're going for a shock attack here with the 4th Division B detachment against these forces here. Ideally, we can force them to surrender. Yeah, 238. They still don't bloody surrender. God damn it. We'll just have to keep shock attacking them until they surrender. Surprising that they don't, considering they really don't have anywhere to go. Right, fortifications expanded on the island there. Huh. Yeah. I'm just taken aback, really, with Changsha. And it's one of those things, I mean, I discussed it, but I just didn't think he'd do it. He's all in to head towards Chikiang, but why? He didn't have to choose that path. I mean, the thing is, we could still go north. We do have a little bit of armor, but I don't know, it's just... We can hound him the entire stretch of the way, especially with the armor. I don't know, it's just not the path I would have chosen, really. I would have chosen to have kept units in Changsha to hold the city open, even just as a means of another way out, really. I don't know really what much to say about that. Well, I don't know. I mean, as far as we're getting surrounded, okay, so we don't gain the city, but we'll take it tomorrow. So all 38 units are here. But that's a lot of units over in this area. He's going to lose the supply in this area now. Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's a shame that we didn't have a unit to attack, but I could in no way have predicted he would abandon the city outright. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. As Major says there, it's just I don't know why would you not have gone north. You could have kept some units just in Changsha and you could have gone north. I don't know why. It's just I just don't. It's just not what I would choose to do. And he's not moving here. I mean, he might be looking towards actually forcing a battle. But the thing is, why would you choose to force a... Why? Yeah. Well, we're bombing at 3k, to be fair. But it's more likely that we can surround him. It's more likely, if anything. And we only have, like... I mean, god damn. I'm just a little bit aghast. And the thing is, what we could potentially do here is I could have the armor move across this road over here. I mean, this is all major roads, yeah. I mean, we've got... There's one armored unit over here. The rest are... Where are the rest? Yeah, the rest are here now. That's brilliant. So they have arrived over here at Hengyang. So, yeah. The thing is... This is... Wow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, let's count the regiments. Well, let's just do it like this then. So armor... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... bugger it. 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 armored units over here. He's not going to be entirely expecting that, I can imagine. I mean, obviously you can see the two that were in the battle beforehand. But that's a lot of armor. That's more armor than he knows about. So the issue is he's moved his entire force, but the thing is we're going to have a good couple of hundred tanks. I don't know how effective they are going to be, but the thing is they're going to be fighting the clear terrain, so if he doesn't have a supply, he could just really just expose himself to just a coup de grace here. We might actually be able to form the tank division, you know. I remember you asking about that. I'm sure we had the units to form the tank division in this area. Let's see. 8th division. Oh, right, I see. That would be one to reform there. 2nd Independent Tank Brigade. 2nd Tank Division. Hengyang, and over here. Right, so they're on the way. They're on the way. Yeah, no, I mean, this is it. I mean, the good news is now... I'm just... Oh, dear. How you doing, man, Joshua? Good to be back, my friend. Glad to see you again. Yeah, I mean, he had a good couple... Oh, okay, so he's actually moving here as well. He hasn't moved there as far as I can tell. Why would you... Oh, okay. 7 units. There's a 1 unit over there at Aichang. And that would be... He's abandoned Aichang as well. What? Why? What? Why has he gone there? I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, okay, I expect him to move there, but okay. That makes my life significantly easier, to be honest. Yeah, it's unfortunate that our troops decide to move there, but that's something to bear in mind for the future. It looks like he's even falling back over here in the north, as far as I can tell. He's reacting in a way that is... I don't know, could you call it impressive? I forgot to set the next hex. Oh, over here in the north. Potentially so. But it's very strange. Yeah, so, I mean, we'll take a look over here then. So we do have the 34th and the 57th Infantry Division. Sorry, the 34th Division and 57th Infantry Brigade. Ironically, these are the guys that were originally ejected from Aichang, so they do have 100 preparation. So it looks like we're going to be able to waltz into Aichang next turn. I have not looked at Midway yet. I will take a look at Midway shortly. What is the state of the troops? I mean, the thing is, we're in movement mode right now. There's so much going on right now. It's a lot to take into consideration. Right, so the 15th is the one that... okay, so they move 23, which is odd, but okay. Right, okay, 4th, right, 23. So they move 23. He, as far as I can tell, isn't moving right now. So the thing is, do we continue to move up to Xiaoyang? And I think with all the armor there, I think we could manage that. Right, we do have another 3 tank regiments there, and the 38th Division has finally arrived as well. Superb. Now, they finally have made it to what we could call civilization, which is fantastic. Okay. He's giving me a lot to do right now. He's got the 1 unit over here. Is the Yokosuka full? Is it in its full... it looks like it's finally... Yeah, so everything... So the Yokosuka has arrived in its full complement. We actually do have some supply over here as well, which is very good news. Chikyang is good over here. So he has been running detection over Chikyang and a detection over Tuyun, it seems. I just don't know why you do this. You've forced yourself into a situation here. See, the thing is, I could just potentially... I don't know. I mean, this is it. It's interested, if anything. I mean, if I take a look over here, so let's go armor. I'm glad that I kept some reconnaissance, well, just kept some armor here. So what I could do is I could just go literally, oh, Says on Naval. God damn it. Okay, so let's just double check that. So, right, unable to move. So we do need to take the city over here, man. So that's understandable. So we are going to have to just take the city, assault the city here, and just take it. Yeah, that's more than likely the unit from Kueyang. I expect as much here. So, it's interesting nonetheless. It looks like he's moving forces. You can see those move forces from the south as well. Is this what you warned me about? Well, in regards to him moving troops to Chikyang, or... Well, this is it, yeah, but... who knew his base would fall? Well, who knew he would abandon his base in its entirety? But that's fine, so we'll have a day anyway. So it's a day delay, but he's not moving either. If he's moving in combat mobile, well, I don't know. It's one of these of... I could make it... I don't know, it's an interesting one. Because the thing is, we could arrive over here at Shaoyang... potentially tomorrow, maybe a little bit later than that. But the issue is, well, I mean, the issue for him is he's still got to march over here to Shaoyang. And if he's doing that in combat mode, then we can move across in movement mode. But the thing is, I could move over here to the north and then south to Shangtan without having to actually have a shock attack. It's an interesting situation there, really. Well, the thing is, I don't want to destroy his units, but we could, I suppose. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just leave it. I mean, to be honest, if I could bottle them up in Shangdan, I'd be happy enough with that. It's going to be interesting. His supply lines are going to be tight as hell now. So, I think what we'll have to do then is obviously have these guys put into just, yeah, just attack, really, frankly. There's nothing else that they can do. Excuse me. So, that is interesting. So we'll have them all there, make sure they're on combat mode. Not it particularly matters, but it'd be a nice show of force. Right, so to this operations mode. Yeah. Only attack with a smaller force, so does that just mean that, okay. No, you're right. No, we'll do that in just a moment then. Well, what I'll do then is, I'll just set all to defend, I guess, for this moment in time. And then just have one of them actually set to attack. So let's have them set life out for the time being. Yeah, I mean, this is it. He's not moving from Shangtan either. To answer the questions from earlier, yes, we will be able to use the bombers. We do have bombers established there. And I don't have any aviation over here in Hengyang, unfortunately. But we will be able to actually establish ourselves from Changsha shortly. But the thing is, we've taken the city there. I don't know. It's strange. It's so very strange. I just don't know why you'd pull out in the entirety, because the thing is... Even a small force could hold up a large force for maybe a day or two, but that's a day or two. I mean, the thing is, it's a certainty that we have the city tomorrow. It may have not been a certainty either, but the thing is that even at Aichang, he's abandoned it. So, I mean, what we'll do then is we'll have a day's worth of marching in movement, and then we just salt over, really. Obviously, I'll double-check this before we go ahead, but... yeah. Set them all. And, I mean, potentially, I can kind of see what he might be doing here, then, because he's obviously got the... so 68,000 troops over here, supposedly. So, if he moves over here to the north, then, okay. But the thing is, then it's secondary road right now. I Chang's a tar, baby. True, true. Well, has to be garrison and provides nothing. That's true, actually. And to be fair as well, actually, it may act as a point to which he might try to, well, his troops might withdraw to. So, we'll cancel that movement, then. Cancel that there. I can leave the infantry brigade here just to have that pressure on. The 34th Division can march south then to Hankow. We'll have it march south to Hankow, then I can have it potentially move towards the march on Nanyang. No, I mean, it's something to bear in mind, but I think we could definitely use it as something of a potential retreat trap, I suppose. And if there's a base within, I don't know, some certain distance of it, I don't know how, it just goes towards the closest base of supply, I suppose you could say. But we might be able to try and force them to head this way. The interesting thing I wondered about then is, let's say we actually do fight some battles over here, and so obviously Changsha will fall tomorrow. Xiaoyang, depending, may fall sometime after. I can't really explain why he's done this. It's just, it's putting him in a really, I just don't get it. If anything, I imagine that he would obviously have his force over here as a just to hold that, and then maybe even just have these troops pull back to Changsha, and then have the majority of the Changsha garrison march north. But this is just, I mean, the only way this could have been better is obviously had we set a attack for Changsha. But then again, how could we have predicted that Changsha would have been abandoned wholesale? It's just not a move that I could really agree with. Because it leaves in a position now where all these eggs are more or less in one basket, and it's an increasingly scarce basket. The armor has arrived over here, so we do have all these tank regiments over here as well. We're fighting the clear terrain. I mean, yes, we have... I mean, look at that. The divisions aren't in a terrible state. Yes, we don't have as many divisions as we would like, but you see there, 104th 97, 6th Division 97, the 12th is at 85, the 4th Brigade's at 98, so this is... It's not an insignificant force, it's not a large force, but the thing is, it's not insignificant. And the thing is about this is, if he's low on supply, bear in mind that we captured Hengyang with 20 supply. We've since pumped in... Wow, okay, yeah, we've since pumped in nearly 20,000 tons of supply there. That shows you the difference in our supply situation, I suppose you could say. And it's just, it's going to be exacerbated by the fall of Changsha. So we gain supply. So we have a light industry here. We'll have the light and heavy industry over here as well. Yeah. March 79.55, which is obviously going to be that hex just here. Cannot believe how long it's taken them since 9.55, indeed. Right. Yeah, I'm going to use bombers. I don't know why people are worried that I'm not going to use bombers. Yeah, so obviously we'll have these bombers just concentrate on Shangtan and obviously on Xiaoyang. I'll double check the range, but that one's a bit of a conundrum, really, to be honest. Okay, we'll take a look over here then. So, we're making decent progress, I suppose you could say. These infantry brigades are marching. So, they will be here tomorrow. So, not too long after we'll arrive at this position, and then we can complete the fall of Nanyang. I think those units are moving back, or one unit, or however many are moving back there. Truly a remarkably interesting move in China. Right, okay, it's a little bit overstacked, to say the least. Okay, I've seen an event a little bit of a cold, apparently. It's only got a few units in there. It's interesting. It's still got the aircraft in there, but it doesn't look as if there's anything shipborne. We did torpedo one over here, which is good to know. Alright, what's your... So, yeah, they're in combat mode now, so we'll just keep them in combat mode just to be safe. Okay. So again, I'm going to have to go for a shock attack. I'm surprised that they've not fallen as of yet. But we'll take them. Any detection? No. And no. Nope, nope. Okay, 2 ships sighted over here, but that might be a convoy. But that's encouraging to see those actually ships moving around here. For a long time. I mean, this is the only activity we've seen around New Zealand for a long, long time. Yeah, I'm working my way around to Midway. We'll take a look at that. But yep, again, no sighting, no detection on any of these submarines. We know there's a ship over here in Norfolk, though. Moving east. So it looks like he moved to move in there. Okay. 56th Division here. 28 miles. They're getting closer and closer. We'll eventually arrive there. Right. So... Minikitibatai will arrive in truck tomorrow. They were 1 hex out, but I'm glad that we took that path there. Just, it is the safer path. So they will arrive tomorrow. Now, we did have some ships sighted out this way. Well, at least submarine sighted out this way, which is interesting. Right. Well. Can we call that confirmation? I don't think we can call it confirmation yet, but if that's even remotely correct, and even one of those is right, then he's walking into a trap. What was his progress? Was he about here last turn or something of that nature? But I mean, even if one of those, there's other ships around here as well. But he hasn't moved far there. I mean, we expected him to be about this position here, didn't we? Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. I mean, this is it. It's like the way that I can potentially... Yeah, we have the oiler out there as well. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, surely he would have been further by now. I mean, where did we actually see him? I think we saw him at one of these hexes over here, surely, didn't we? Well, we expect him to be here, but if he's moving at that sort of speed, then I don't think we have to move at full per se. Yeah, if he moved at cruise speed. I don't know. Yeah, cheers, that'd be appreciated. Well, we expected him to be in this position here, so I mean, if he's only moving that speed, I can't reason as to why. 163.95. That's set for bombardment, it will move full speed next turn at night. Okay, thank you very much for that piece of friends, man. If that's indeed true, that'd be fantastic. So they were at 163.95. So, there. Okay. I did versatile. Yeah, I know, right? So, well, what we'll have to do then is... I mean, if that is indeed true that they'll move in at full speed during the night, then, yeah, we'll look towards make full speed. We do have... Shoho on the way. We have combined fleets over here with the carriers Hiru, Soru, Shikaku, and Zuikaku. The fast battleships Hiei, Kirishima, then 4 heavy cruisers there. Chitose as our seaplane cruiser, which is very nice. So, yeah. We're going to be there soon enough. We'll have to, if he's indeed going to make full speed on the way in there. So I think we could potentially condone full speed for this. Then I'm not a big fan of full speed. I've kind of been way weaned off it afterwards, after some time. How many hexes for full speed or for them to move? Well, let's see here. So if I was to set the destination to... It's probably going to have to be around about this area. We're going to obviously have to take into consideration Johnston Island, so we'd have to figure out a path that avoids that. Oh, just the distance, okay. So the distance to where they are now is 29 hexes. How many hexes away were they last turn? Was it 30, was it 38, 36? It was something around that sort of region, wasn't it? This is the issue when it's been a long time. I forget this. We can strike out from 8 hexes as well. So 8 hexes is the full range. So yeah, well, yeah, that's the maximum range. But the thing is, yeah. Well, yeah, one more day of mission speed potentially, so... The interesting thing is, just use cruise again, yeah. Well, this is it, so he's going to arrive to bombard then in the night. He's going to use his ammunition there, which is quite nice. Yeah. Well, this is it. He's still moving in, which is encouraging. As far as we know, we've not been spotted. There's no detection over here. And, the Divine have smiled upon us as there is severe weather over the combined fleets. So that's really good news. Yeah, so we'll plot out our range. Well, we'll plot out our actual movement. So that's 17 hexes. It should be within the next day or two, really. So I'm looking at probably something like that path there. I think we decided on 21 hexes to avoid the longest possible range. That's 22, so I can go... Yeah, 22 is about right. But we'll have it set there just for the time being. And then we'll work it out properly from there. So that would put us 22 hexes away. And then obviously if we sprinted, we'd probably be within range of our aircraft. And it's going to be a very interesting one, because if he's indeed going to bomb... I mean, this is it. If that's even remotely correct... I don't know, that one to the north over here, I mean, it was identified as like a destroyer, like... And something else out there, an AMC, which was really odd. But if he's thinking about even landing troops on Midway, then he's in for a rude awakening. The thing is, if he landed at Midway, it's just... It's bizarre. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like this situation is potentially like him trying to trap us, or it might even be part of a grandiose plan of where, okay, so he throws battleships at Midway, and then we react by sending carriers. But the thing is, that would potentially be decent enough if we were not already underweight with carriers. And the fact is, had we had carriers at Truck, for example, then, yeah, it's one of those if we'd have sent carriers that arrived too late. But the fact is, we have carriers that are underway before he's even arrived to bombard Midway. I mean, Shoho here is 35 hexes, 29, sorry, from Midway. Combined fleets over here is 26 hexes from Midway, 29 from the actual enemy BB force. So the thing is, he's almost setting himself up for a trap here. I think the question that must be asked, though, is where are the American carriers? If they're going to be anywhere, if they're indeed even in the Pacific, they're going to have to be with those BBs, surely. But if he's trying to set up some sort of, like, carrier engagement, then is he going to expect 4 fleet carriers and a light carrier as well? Shoho's escort is, it's not terribly heavy, but it's a good few destroyers over here. So we have 7 in here. But that's still fairly decent, really. Nothing too heavy, but then again, it's a decent sized force. Eli noticed that she had 1980 AA, I mean, combined fleets 726A, which doesn't mean terribly much. Well, I mean, this is it, but the thing is, I don't know, he must surely not have expected any sort of reprisal here. I can't see any other reason for sending assets like that out, because ultimately, what the hell's they going to do with Midway? What is the point? What is the actual point of bombarding? And the thing is, it allows our other submarine over here as well to move north. Now, the I-8 actually has Jake. She's actually received some system damage over here. That's interesting. Did she have that to begin with, or... That must have been relatively recent. Okay, so we've seen a P and a PT over here. That's nice. And the thing is, we are set up for a actual raid over at Baker as well. I mean, like at Baker Island, we have... So we have a light cruiser destroyer, we have a heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers. Yeah, another light cruiser. So we have two light cruisers, a heavy cruiser, and, yeah, 3 destroyers. Then obviously over here we do have another 2 light cruisers and another 4 destroyers. So the thing is, we could set up actual raids against those islands over there, the Line Islands. Okay, so he's got 2 ships over here then, for some reason. I'll double check the operations report in just a moment, actually. Well, I'll check in a moment. There's a lot to do, really. There's a lot to respond to be honest. To be honest, it's not... I don't know. He's done a lot of things that I don't know if I could agree with them. Yeah. Right, the engineers have arrived over here and the artillery, so we're going to get them shipped over to Malaya. This is marching a unit there, just a single unit, okay. Well, the fact... Okay, that's interesting. So he's got a unit over here. I could do doing some reconnaissance over here to figure out what's in that ink. Would be nice to take that base. But yeah, he's just... It's like he's walked into a pressure cooker and turned the heat on, you know what I mean? It's like... He was in like in a boiling pot beforehand. He was in like in a boiling pot. And then he's like, you know what, this isn't hot enough for me. I need the stakes to be higher. I need it to be absolute, like, make or break, destruction of China, or destruction of China. Ah, God. And the thing is, I would prefer not to destroy his units, because obviously they do, they are reformed in the north, but even then... It's still going to take some days, and we'll be north pretty soon. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a cracker situation, really. Well, yeah, what we'll do then is obviously have the air power. Okay. So we'll have them return then to Shanghai to rearm. I'll check the reports in a second, by the way, as well. So they can head back. Okay. They then will replenish. So, interesting in showing minor victory there. The thing is, if we can achieve that, I don't know. This is it. It's a case of like how many points could those Chinese be worth. It might even be that we potentially push for a automatic victory if we even have the opportunity to do so. If he keeps throwing things out like that, who knows? But okay, well what I'm going to do then is take a look at aircraft losses. So, wow, he lost 6 of the Flying Tigers. We lose 3 today. 2 of them to operational losses, actually, unfortunately. 43 there. Hurricane, he's lost 2 Hurricanes, actually. 1 to anti-air? Where did we see a Hurricane? Ha. Huh. Okay, we lose this Sally. But he loses, 6 of these 139s, which is interesting. 6 to operational. I know we destroyed 3 at the base, but did the other 3? Were there another 3 there as well? But either way, quite happy with that. Ship sunk then, so last turn. Now, interestingly enough, it's not listed in the submarine, but we know that we sank a submarine. Said it slipped beneath the waves. I mean, it got bloody, like, shelled. It's pretty much dead. So, ship availability. So, Yunya, right, 2 days until she arrives, and we're going to have another fleet carrier there. Okay. These guys have been accelerated as well, which is good news. Once Yunya is constructed, I can actually really assess how we're going to actually use these shipyard points. Okay. Now, I did set this was afterwards, but what I'm going to be doing then is actually having, let's see, I'm moving on up. What's that? How does that song go? Like, moving, or is it moving up? No. Moving on up. I can't, what's the next part? You know what I mean? Somebody's going to know what I mean. Like, moving on up. Come on. Karaoke hour. It's a big thing in Japan, karaoke. Right, what about is it? Right, it's 5th Fleet there. Did that really? Yeah, okay. Well, 5th Fleet has... I believe 5th Fleet was over here at Osaka last time, perhaps. I forget exactly when it was. But either way, I don't believe it was in Tokyo to begin with, but it's now in Tokyo, which is good news. I also do have Southern Army down here, and actually... Yeah, Southern Army is at Kotoboru. I'd like to move it down south, actually. It's got a command radius of 9, but I'd like to move it with actually within range of Singapore. Is it moving on up to the east side? Yeah, but there's another song, isn't there? I'm sure there's another song. It's actually within range of Singapore at 9. Indeed it is. I see Lucky Star. If one of those ships at Midway is a war spite, you think, yeah, that's true. I'm not. I like all things expensive, but if you could buy me some Umeishu, I would prefer that. Time to break free. Yeah, go on. But there's another song. I swear to God, there's another song like moving on up. I don't know. I might be just conflating them both together, to be honest. I'm probably conflating a few songs together, to be honest. How you doing there? Good to have you, my friend. Okay, so let's take a look at the information that we have over here then. So, obviously we see aircraft sighted. Interestingly, my detection is not as high as I would imagine it to have been. We do have the Dinas over here in position now, which is good news. I also have Dinas over here on 2 at this moment in time, but it's good that we can actually take advantage of this position here, which is very advantageous. We're going to be looking towards actually bringing paratroopers to assault Port Blair in the near future as well, actually. Okay, things seem to be going well, to be honest. Just frankly, they do indeed seem to be going well. He's done things I would just never imagine and more, which is brilliant. Right, do the tankers arrive yet or? Yes, the tankers arrive, that's good news. Okay, so we actually have the fuel over here, so that's excellent. Excellent. I can actually potentially have the escorts and, well, the escort and potentially the EMS, depending on its actual ASW capabilities. Right, something else must be docked here. Right, undock. How you doing there, Bannon? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, it's a great position, really. It is a great position. My money's still on the USMCVs being in Melbourne. I don't know. Maybe they're still in New Zealand, but I don't know. I still don't even know how many that could be, to be honest. Right, so if we take a look over here, then. We do have the engineers over here. We are moving them out. So we have a few we do have a few things underway over here, then. So I'm moving elements of the 15th Base Force over. The DMS there. You know, right. So they're moving over there. So, Kijo Maru. Nice. Named after Seoul in Korea. Well, Kijo being the Japanese name for Seoul. Indeed. So what we're going to be doing here then is actually having our assets moved over to New Caledonia. I'm going to be moving the air flotilla in time down to New Maya. I do have the actual air fleet headquarters on its way over from Babaldoa, or at least it will be on its way over shortly. There we go, the 4th Air Division's on its way with additional engineers. We do have supply moving in down that way, which is good news. The heavy cruisers and APDs have just arrived over here, so what I can actually do then is, let's see. We do have the APs here. They're not worth a terribly large amount, which is good news. So I can have them dock up. I can actually have them load up the 65th Brigade there. The reason for that is... yeah, okay, get them loaded up. Set that load there. That's good. Have them set to then head down to Naval. Just Naval, just to get them moving afterwards. Yes, so what we're going to do then is have them all loaded up with the 65th. What we can do then after the fall of Ambon is I can have them spread out and take the islands very quick. I can also concentrate assets and take Denpasar. So that's going to be on the table. There's more troops there than I actually anticipated, which is interesting, at Mataram. We're inbound to take the base over here at Bima. That base will be falling in the near future as well. These bases are sort of these things I need to actually rock up as well. Yeah, so we are making progress. We're going to be looking towards the very near future than Java. Though, we'll see here. You should hear it. I'm not shocked. I'm genuinely not shocked. And when will your troops arrive at Samarinda? Now, they only have 6 miles to march. So, it's secondary road, so they might be there tomorrow or the day after, really. I forget what the movement rate is on a secondary road. It's around about 12 miles or so, give or take, on a major road. So it might be 6 miles that they make tomorrow if we're lucky. Okay. So, we do have the armor on the way. That's on its way north. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, God. 51st Engineer Regiment is really going to be superfluous. I could even have it sent south to Canton, to be honest, and then have it assigned to the Southern Army. But yeah, we have another 3 tank regiments over here. Artillery is moving down south to Canton, actually. Right, we do have the 55th Infantry Brigade over here. Okay. So, with the fall of Changsha tomorrow, and this is actually really amusing, really. How are the amphibious task forces from Babal? Well, I'm just getting them loaded up now. There you go. See, they're just getting loaded up. They're docked, and they're going to be heading down to Namal, so we'll get them moving. We've got these guys moving out over here, so we'll get that underway shortly. It's going to be accelerated in the near future, really. Yeah, no, you're right there. Yeah, you're right there. And the thing is, victory is at the gates of Chongqing. Changsha has only ever been just a roadblock, if anything. And that roadblock has just suddenly decided to move itself off the road completely to the other lane and just like, okay. Okay. Yeah, an interesting one. There's a lot just to contemplate here alone, to be honest. But what we'll do then is obviously concentrate. I suppose this is it. I can have some air power continue to hit Xiaoyang. It might be worthwhile just to concentrate the air power at Shangtan for the most part, just to continue to pound away at his assets there. Yeah. To be honest, he's not. I don't think he's even moving to Xiaoyang at this moment in time. So we definitely will be at Xiaoyang before him at this rate. But the thing is, if he moves tomorrow, even if we did fight a battle at Xiaoyang, and let's say that we lost at Xiaoyang, then the actual Changsha army would arrive at Xiaoyang potentially the day or two after. I don't know. I don't even know if he could even make it there before we could. You also need to beat him in the race poll. Yeah. He's thrown I mean, this is it. He's got these units moving over here. So I think they're currently on the secondary road right now. So that's going to take them a little bit of time to move down there. He might be anticipating them arriving at Changde to actually facilitate that, but... See, he's got units over here. There's only a small amount of strength, but even so, I still would have been sending a unit up this way, potentially. The thing is, he could potentially move these troops to block that, but the thing is, we could then move around and... I don't know. We will be able to force our way through here if he just does not have his strength. There's almost too much there. But we'll take a look at the operations support. I'm just going to drink my coffee while I'm reading. I'll let you guys read as well. I'm so fucking generous. See if we spawn anything interesting. Okay, there's an actual Catalina there. Okay, I can imagine that's operating from a battle. Right, near Luganville, that's interesting. G3s as well, so that's 120, 150. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the video, please do go ahead and like, that would be much appreciated. So, 120, 150. 120, 150. Okay. Thank you very much for that pizza. Well, we will have oil issues, obviously, soon enough. I mean, I can alleviate it to some degree with, obviously, the assets from Borneo, but obviously we do need these. We're getting ready to move on towards this area, to be honest. What I'm going to be looking at doing in the very, very near future is I need to get enough supply over here to Makassar so I can actually begin to run, basically drop tank sweeps over Surabaya. But we're going to be doing that shortly. I need to just get the supply over here, obviously finish taking these islands, and then we're going to be moving in there. We do have Balapapan, which is good because that gives us a source of fuel. We also do have a Lucky Placky I-154 who's just taking advantage there. Supply is increasing, obviously, but we will have to repair this to get it into full operational order, really. Yeah, Boella and Babo. Yeah, we're going to be running the oil runs in the near future, really. Probably what we'll do then is we'll have this oil moved over here to Babal, and then potentially have it, then have it shipped back to the homeland. But by having Balapapan, that's very handy. It gives us that to work with. Right. So these forces over here, the 124th Infantry Regiment, are marching. They're going to be arriving here shortly. A couple of days, and they'll arrive there. Yeah, we'll be moving on to some march in the near future, and Java in the near future as well. Depending on how China goes, I'm going to have another division to go assault Singapore, so that'd be nice. I'm hoping to wrap up Mindanao. I've left Mindanao as a festering sore for too long. So Mindanao will be wrapped up in the near future. We do have additional forces moving in there. Right, march to Gagayan. Yeah. He'll give us more of the operation support. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in just a sec. Okay. So we got to about... the reporting in Midway, you mean? It was around about there, wasn't it? Auckland expands port size to 6. Interesting. He's investing a lot in there. Report has been sunk there. Okay. So, what was the 163.94? Right, I-8 reports have been sighted by the enemy, so that might be why she actually took that damage there. Not seeing it there. Unless I missed it. Port expansion's going nicely. It'd be better to obviously have the additional engineers when they arrive. So Akagi just has that point of major damage there, which is nice. The Nagato 19 days here. Parataka. Looking at 2. Cows 20 there, but that major damage is a bit of an issue. But we're repairing the engine damage here. I don't know, it's going to be a very interesting time in the near future, really. That's safe to say. Yeah, potentially so. Potentially so. I'll double check that. Excuse me. Literally as I said that, was I'm about to cough. Oh dear. I will double check that. Yeah, repair ship will do that. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to save it here. And I'm going to get ready to stream the Admiral Dadman game. I do believe I have the save for that. I haven't double checked, so super hoping it's right. Yeah, that'd be quite good. It's nice to have so many of you in here. Oh, wow, 43, wow. That's really nice. Look at you all. Looking beautiful. Oh, Christ. I'm going to get fucking nowhere being weird. Okay. So we're going to save this as, what is it, Turn 74, part 1. And then also we'll finish this one soon enough. It's nice that I can work it on in the week. It's nice. I'm glad to have a little bit of time before I go back to college, which is excellent. It's a very interesting. I don't know. It's just such a. I just didn't anticipate him actually moving out of Changsha completely. Mate, you're worth a fortune. Because you're fabulous. Because you're worth it. Oh yeah. No, I haven't put it in yet. That was the old one. Bear in mind, I've sent it already over. Alright, just make him back up over here. 199 will be fine. Right, there we go. Yeah, I know. I need to get rid of these. I mean, bear in mind, I've been on it like, I don't know, what, two years. I do feel quite happy to feel that I started the War in the Pacific comeback on YouTube. There were people doing it before. There's people doing it now. But I feel like I got the traction going. That's my claim to fame. Oh well. Yeah, my desktop is messy by me. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you could have left like 2 cores, 3 cores, 4 cores, my core. But yeah, even then he could have just left some cores there, and it would not have really cost him anything much to do that. He would have left himself another way out, supply, he would have delayed his. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. That's the only way I can surmise it, really. So what I'm going to do here then is get ready to stream the Admiral Dadman game. Ideally I have, otherwise I'm going to look rather silly. So I will say good night here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have very much enjoyed this. We'll be getting ready to go ahead and get the other games sorted, so I'm going to end the stream here and create a new one, and I will see you momentarily. So, until next time, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe. And potentially, if you feel I've earned it, maybe you consider becoming a patron of mine. That one definitely does help a lot. And I will be looking towards actually get a new print in the near future, potentially some prints on the cups, because THG had one and it looked really cool. I'm really jealous. Until next time, Tenno, Heika, Banzai. Oyasumi Minasai. Sayonara.